Water is an essential in sustaining life. No one can endure a single day without the aid and relief of water, for it is an important source of life on earth. Water flows in our veins, spreading life through lakes and rivers, into the straits, making its way to the ocean, to the heart. 65% of the human body is water. Earth is consisted of about 71% water. About 96.5% of Earth's water is salt water. About 1.79% are glaciers, ice caps, and permanent snow. The remaining less than 1% of Earth's water is fresh water that we can actually use to meet most of our needs. The Pasig River is the longest river in the Luzon island of the Philippines, which connect Laguna de Bay and Manila Bay. The direction of the river's flow is dependent upon the tides during the dry season, when the water level in Laguna de Bay may drop below of Manila Bay's, and during the wet season, the flow is reversed towards the Manila Bay. The reversed flow of seawater of Manila Bay to Laguna de Bay during the dry season increases the pollution and salinity level of the latter and brings pollutants and waste to Pasig River.
There are 47 tributaries na waterways na nagdodrain dito. Isa rito yung Estero de Quiapo, Estero de San Miguel, Estero de San Palo, isa yung Binundugan, di ba? So 47 tributaries ng Pasig River na nagdodrain dito.
In the 1990s, the Pasig River was one of the polluted rivers in the Philippines, described as repulsive and ghastly to the senses. But before its waters became black and had an awful smell due to the heavy contamination, it was once considered as the river of the Philippines.
The Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission, or PRRC, was created under Executive Order Number 54, amended by Number 65, by our then former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada. So the main goal for the Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission is to revive the Pasig River into its historically pristine condition, conducive for three things: for transportation, recreation, and tourism, including propagation of fisheries and aquatic resources.
It was closely compared to the Nile River of Egypt and the Grand Canal of Italy. It was simply the center of livelihood.
We want to transform Pasig River and its environment into a showcase of new quality, yung bago, new quality urban life that nagre-reflect doon the country noble history and progress. And of course, to restore river water quality to a classy level water. Yun yung pangarap. Classy. Ibig sabihin ng classy water level, kung pwede mabuhay ang isda.
The goals of the PRRC are not only focused on the rehabilitation of the Pasig River, but also to its other tributaries, the esteros.
The first thing you need to find out with regards to the Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission is the change of game plan. Before, we used to clean the Pasig River alone lang, the whole 27-kilometer long stretch. But right now, we changed the strategy. We are working on cleaning the sources of pollution. These are the small tributaries that drains towards the Pasig River. So ang tawag natin dito mga stero. So we have over 47 steros from the different cities and municipalities of Metro Manila that drains into the Pasig River. So upon cleaning those sources of pollution, upon cleaning the steros which are clogged, which are polluted, which are hampered with many debris and other obstacles, once we clean them all, we filtered large amount of pollution that goes to the Pasig River. So ngayon, we are working on around 23 steros out of the 47 steros. So we want the cleaning of these steros to be replicated in various cities. Eventually, lahat ng 47 steros ma-develop natin and wala nang lumalabas sa pollution sa Pasig River. So it means that through the Pasig River, the development will have complementary link to nature as compared to what's happening right now, wherein the development has become the source of pollution of the Pasig River. So we want the Pasig River to be developed along the way with the developments of the urban city.
The cleaning is done by people who are called the river warriors. They are residents along Estero de Paco and have volunteered in contributing to the project.
Ang River Warrior ay isa ng matatag at kilala na rin sa buong bansa sa pagkakaroon namin at paglilinis talaga namin sa mga estero. Ang inaasahan din namin ay makatulong kami sa mga pamayanan, mahikayat namin at hindi lang sana maging tagapaglinis ang River Warrior, kundi tagapaghikayat na kahit na ang constituent o yung mamamayan ang tumutulong din sa amin para maglinis.
Their efforts have greatly benefited in the clearing and recovering of the affected esteros.
After developments of all the esteros na ginagawa namin, napansin natin, economy rises, activities, and the people's health, umaangat sila. At the same time, safety and security umangat na rin. So technically, land valuation, because after the development, the property that used to be low valued, ngayon pinupunta na siya to become a developing area. Lastly, would be tourism. Tourism would be key to developing this river. Once there's tourism, everything will follow, and we can't have tourism unless we have a dirty river.
It is no lie that the country gravely suffers with floods all throughout the year. It causes a massive impact on the livelihood of the people, and it can even take away the lives of many.
If titignan natin, many people perhaps believe that the Pasig River is only affected by the ones living beside it. Apparently, everyone is connected to the Pasig River and to other bodies of water, because all the wastewater coming from the households, if not properly connected to their sewerage or to interceptor pipes or to septic tanks, everything drains and flows to the river. So very simple would be to practice proper waste management, proper segregation from their houses, and then from their family, develop discipline, make sure that all the little details, everything when we move around it, we make sure we don't contribute to pollution. Because apparently, our drainage system may still have room for improvement, but if it will be clogged by various pollution coming from directly the people, it can't catch up. So flooding will consistently occur kapag ganon.
The game plan is to clean the Pasig River, that's the vision. And the way to do it is to clean the esteros, and to clean the esteros and to keep it clean, You must find some way to benefit the community's lives on either side. So they will benefit from the cleanliness. Because if they benefit from the cleanliness and the beauty, they will keep it clean and beautiful. Because I cannot be there every day looking, we cannot get it. That's where we want to go. We want to find some way so that the community benefits from the cleanliness and the beauty, and their lives come up, the economy comes up, and we create models of what our country will be in every estero that we live.
Kaya kami sa MMD, nagninikluhod kami mag-iusap sa ating mga kababayan na sana tigilan nila yung pagtatapon ng basura. Dapat maintindihan nila na ang kailugan natin, mga waterways, estero, ay dapat alagaan nila at hindi nila tinatapunan ng basura. Kasi hindi po basurahan yan. Dahil ang basura ay isa sa sani ng pagbabahan ng buong Metro Manila. Kaya ang mga pumping station natin, instead na volume of flood water na binubumba, tuloy-tuloy na ng basura. Kaya kami hindi kami napapagod. We never get tired na kinakausap ang ating mga kababayan na dapat naintindihan nila ang kanilang social responsibility. Because ang MMD, we want to see the people of Metro Manila. Yun yung concern namin na kung paano makita ang ating mga kababayan na namumuhay na maayos at hindi nakakasakit ng kapwa, di ba? So, kinakailangan bawat isang mamamayan nagiging sabihin natin na pag-asa ng ating ating bayan. So hindi tayo dapat sagabal dun sa mga programa ng ating pamahalaan. Kasi ang pamahalaan, walang iniintindi kung hindi ang kapakanan ng ating mga mamamayan, di ba?
By beginning with these esteros, it can help prevent the floods in flood-prone and disaster risk areas. Since the majority of them are linked to the Pasig River, it can even be a great advantage in lessening the contamination and perhaps can lead to a swift finish of the project. It is not enough to have awareness to the poor conditions of the many water resources across the country. Taking action is crucial in order to ultimately cease the sufferings that we ourselves have caused. To bring back the life of a single river can sustain the lives of many generations to come.